Okay, today we're going to take the plugs out of the pool. Now, as you see, I have a pond and not a pool, but the plugs have to come out nonetheless. I can't really show you much because you really can't see in the water, but at least I'll give you the general idea. What we're going to do first is we're going to start with the skimmer here. And we're going to open that up and take out this little floaty guy. It just unscrews. Just like that. The gizmo. And what this does is it's filled with air and sealed. And that way, when the water freezes in there, it squeezes against this thing and has this will give. If it didn't have that, then the whole skimmer housing would crack and you'd be, well, in the pond or up the creek, your choice. And this one's got some leaves on it. Take that off and unscrew that. This one has lost its plastic, but same difference anyway. Okay, we're going to do the plug for the Polaris. These have a wing nut on them, so you just unscrew that. The water is cold, but not that cold. We've got some bubbles, so that's actually a good sign. And I'll fish around in here and get out the universal wall fitting. Now this wall fitting has two little ears on it, and it's going to screw in to the pool here, and these ears are what catches on the Polaris's plug, if you will. I like to put a little pool lube. And now you just screw it right in, and don't cross thread it. That's all I can turn it by hand. Normally you'd put a big pair of pliers on there, but eventually I'm going to be vacuuming a lot of water out of the pool by vacuuming the bottom, and when I have the water level lower is when I'm going to go ahead and tighten this up with a pair of pliers. So effectively, this one is now installed. Okay, now we go to the roll jet. Again, same story with these. It's a little wing nut. Just undo that. We may or may not get bubbles on this. Just gotta wiggle it. It's coming. There we are. So here it is here with the wing nut. You just loosen that and pull it right out. And this uses the eyeball fittings. Oh, bubbles. That's good. Bubbles are a very good thing. We'll put some lube on the threads. They're kind of dirty actually, but once I get this lubed up, the idea is just to screw it in, but you want to make sure you end up with the eyeball facing up. This would be facing down. You want it to end up facing up. So you just turn it till it's pretty much there. Never really going to get it exact. There's a way to actually take them apart and adjust them. These are pretty much set for that. So we'll just go ahead and screw that in. And I'll leave that a little bit loose so it's lined up where it needs to be. I can always fix that later. I have 2 more of the same, so I'm going to take care of those, and then we'll go to the stair jets. Okay, now we're going to pull the plugs here for the steps. I did the other side already. Pull this one out. And now, I'm not going to go ahead and install the jets now. Because of how the water looks, I'm just going to leave it open. And later on I'll install them. But to show you how these would go in, there's 2 pieces on them, as you see right here. There's this piece and this piece. And it sort of looks like it goes together like that and screws in, but that's not how it goes. How it goes is you have a big open hole there, and you take this and you shove it right in. Then you take this retaining ring and place it over that. Now, if you notice on this retaining ring, there are 4 little protrusions that come out here, or tits as we call them in the business. So the idea is to just fondle the tits until it gets screwed, and you're all set. So that's going to do it for this part. I'll get back to the rest of the plugs and tightening everything up another time when the water is clearer. I'm sorry I couldn't show you much, but it's just fact of the matter, unfortunately, right now. Anyway, stay tuned, and in the next part we're going to hook up the pumps.